Greetings to all my SEO friends and family. This is Ralph here. Welcome to my channel. It's called Graph. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell button so you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. Now, with all that being said, as you can see, I'm lazily sitting here on my couch again. This is like the third time I've done a video like this. But I guess that's the beauty about being an internet marketer. You can kind of just sit around and tinker on your computer, and your wife and your kids will wonder, what the heck are you doing? But anyway, with all that being said, I probably need to make a video about that, SEO and family and how does all that work? How do you explain it to them? I should make a video about that. But this video is going to be about bringing a more professional feel to your actual business. Like, how do you, or what is a way you can just bring a more professional touch to your SEO agency? And one simple way to do that is to actually physically give your clients something that they can physically handle, something that they can physically touch. Now, I do the rank and rent method, and I thought, it'd be a great idea to actually have a welcome letter that says, when I onboard a client to one of my websites or business listings, I say to that potential client, I mail them an actual letter that just says, welcome to what I say, the Pentagraph Marketing family. And what I did with that is I actually had someone create a card for me, like an animated card, where they, it's just bold letters and all that. That actually is being created today, and it's going to be mailed off today. I wish I had the rough draft of it to show you, but that's going off. It's going to be like the card is decorated and it has all these different bright colors on it and all that, and it just says, welcome to the Pentagraph Marketing family. And that's it, right? And then I thought about, okay, well, there's something else I need to do to bring an even more professional touch to the business. And I said, well, I need to create a letter that explains to the client the procedures or the things that I do for the business listing on a monthly basis. That just lets them know, I'm not just sitting here tinkering. I'm not just sitting taking your money and doing nothing with it. Even, all clients really care about at the end of the day are phone calls, right? That's all they care about. Qualified leads. So as long as you're bringing that, you're okay. But if I'm thinking, I just want to take things up a notch, take it to the next level. So I'm getting ready to flip the screen over, and I'm going to show you a letter. I'm going to show you a partial part of the letter. Hopefully I'm saying that right, of a letter that I'm also going to be mailing off today to one of my clients. And if you want to follow this structure, you can. So I'm going to flip the screen around so we can see that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, we have the screen flipped over, and this is just a letter that I actually just completed. It took me about 30 minutes to write this letter, 30, maybe 45 minutes to write this letter. It is a 2-page letter, and basically it's what I call an expectation letter. So when we onboard a client, we deal with everything digitally, like I said earlier. I think actually physically handing them something will let them know you're a real business. Now, the purpose of this letter is simply to just inform him the things that I do monthly or just on a regular basis. Some things I may only do quarterly. But the idea is to just hand him something that says, hey, I'm a real business. Okay. And of course, I could easily send this through email, right? I could easily send this through email, but just doing it this way, I think, is much better. With all that being said, I don't think this is written the best, but I didn't want to overthink it, so I just did it. So I basically say, hello, Mariano, and I start with an introduction. Not even an introduction. I kind of just get right into it. I just say I wanted to share with you in more detail the steps that I will be taking with each Google My Business listing, because he is going to be, I have one client, but I have multiple business listings, and I just want him to know the steps that I'll be taking for each business listing. I tell him the overall objective is to deliver qualified leads to your company from potential clients searching for the services that you offer on Google. But here's the most important part. This is what I wanted to jump out and kind of answer this, because I know this is a pain point for most clients. But a question that I'm sure you have is, how and what exactly are you going to do in order to achieve this goal. That's what most clients, they don't know, right? They have no idea. So I said, well, let me tell him the things that I will be doing briefly. Not, I'm not going through a long list. And as you can see here, this is pretty much what I do. I pretty much explained to him what I do. Step one, well, not step one, but one of the things that I explained to him is a press, oops, look, see that press release? I'm glad I wrote this. It should be a press release distribution service. And basically I tell him in the first part, press release distribution service, I basically define what it is. All right. We write a short article that gets distributed to over 300 news websites like Fox, ABC, and Local 10, etc. So I basically give a definition. The next thing is I tell them what the purpose is. The purpose of a press release is to help increase the rankings for the Google My Business listing and the organic website. I don't go into this great detail. I'm just telling him this, what the purpose is. And then I tell them, well, how often will I be doing this? Because they want to know, what are you going to be doing? Like, what are you doing? And how often are you doing this? Because when someone gives you their money, they want to make sure you're actually doing something with their money. And I tell them, how often do we distribute the press release? Once every 2 months. It could be more or less depending on the competition. And that's the God honest truth. So that's pretty much what the letter consists of, guys. Now, I have 5 other items on here that I've listed. So I have a total of 6 items that I've listed, things that I'll do. Not all of them are monthly. Some of them are solely based on the level of competition. Now, I'm not going to show you everything, only because I have some secret sauce that I'm not ready to reveal yet, because I haven't seen anybody else teaching on them. To be honest with you, I think that they're pretty unique. With that being said, that I kind of just wanted to give you guys a general idea of what to follow. So let me erase this. So basically, you have an introduction. Well, you just introduce yourself, basically. Not introduce you, but introduce what you're going to be doing for the company, real briefly. And then you describe the services. So, step one would be to explain what the service is. So let me put it, title the service. That's what I would call it. Title the service. So you would title the service. And then the next thing you would do is to, what did I have here? Define the service. The next step will be to tell the purpose of the service. And the third step is how often. And I'll just put time frame. Time frame, or how often. How often you will plan on providing that service. And that's pretty much the formula. You just rinse and repeat it. So, and I'm going to mail this off today, like I said, to my client. So hopefully this helps you bring a more professional feel to your business. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All right? And make sure you hit that subscribe and bell button. I'll see you in my next video.